welcome to another brand new video where we would be talking about recursion. So, talking about recursion, it is the process of defining something in terms of itself. Confused? So, what do we do in recursion? Like, if I keep two mirrors in front of you, parallel mirrors facing each other, and if I put an object in between that, what would happen? You'd see so many reflection of the same that thing, right? So exactly over here, if the function calls itself, that's known as recursion. Okay. Now, let me just quickly erase this and right click, refactor, rename, recursion, recursion. Okay, so how do I mean recursion? Let me show you a little. So I'll use annotate right now. So I'll write down def. Let's say the function is me. Okay, me. How do we call a function? Like, if we use a function, we call itself, right? We call the function to make it run, right? So if the function, this is the function, inside the function you are calling the function itself, and outside the function also. It's like Karthik calling Karthik, if you remember that movie. Okay. So another example which I gave you was that two parallel mirrors. How does it look like? Let's say if the if here you have the two mirrors and you put some object, the reflection will be coming here, then here, then here, then here. In fact, I'm not sure if you have seen that Zoom meeting, not Zoom meeting, I would rather say Google Meet. What happens when you share your screen? Your screen just goes on and on and on and on and on. So many images of your same screen. If you're on Google Meet, you see that is a perfect example of recursion. Okay, so if you have used Google Meet, which I'm sure due to this COVID and lockdown you did, that's recursion. Okay, so now let's say there was a factorial code which we have already done before. I'm not sure if you remember. Let's do that so that I can give you an example and you would easily understand that. So let's say I'll write def factorial ka fact, and I'll take in this. If x is equal to 1, return 1, else return x into the factorial of x minus 1. By the way, what is factorial? I'm sure you remember. If you don't, let me tell you. Let's say if I say I need to find out the factorial of 6. Okay, so if I need to find out the factorial of 6, it will be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. I wrote it in this way, right? But accordingly, it should be minus 1. That means if we are writing factorial of 5, it should be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, don't go in my bad handwriting, just try to understand. Okay, so this was about the factorial. Let me just quickly complete this code over here. Let's say I'll write down num is equal to 5, and I'll call, of course, fact num, and I'll definitely print it. Okay, and let's see what it does. I need to remove this. Cool, perfect, and run. 120. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 is 120. And if you, let's say I write down 6, it should be 720. If I write down 4, it should be 4 into 3 into 2. That is 4 into 6. That is 24. Okay. So I hope you got how is this working. What's happening over here, I'm just showing you. So if it is this over here, I'm getting 4. Okay, so 4, if x is equal to 1, return 1. This is not the condition right now to follow, right? So else return x. What is the value of x? X is 4 multiplied by, what is this? Fact x minus 1, that means 3. Now you are talking about 3 factorial. That means you need to again go inside that. That is 3. 3 factorial again goes in and asks for minus x minus 1, that means 3. 3 into x minus 1, that is 2. Now the next one would be 1, right? 2 minus 1 is 1. So if x is equal to 1, we need to return 1. And now finally it computes the value of this whole, and it will give you the factorial. Okay, so this is how it goes. Let me just repeat it once more in a better way. So if I'm writing down the factorial of 4, it will be somewhat like fact 4. This is doing the first time. The second time is fact. Let me change the color to red. My bad. I'm writing it down over here. Yeah, fact 4. This is what we are doing, right? This is now returning 4 into fact 3. Now this thingy is returning 4 into 3 into fact 2. And now this thingy is returning 2 into 1. And finally, this computes all together and it gives you the value, that is 4 into 3 into 2. It's of course 1 as well. It's 24. That's how it gets computed. Okay. So this was about factorial. There are some advantages and disadvantages which I would really like to mention about this recursion. That is, recursive functions make the code look clean. Okay, but if I like, you can definitely break down bigger tasks with the help of this, and it is much more easier to read. It's easier to grab the concept, but the main disadvantage is that sometimes the logic is very hard to get into. Like over here, x is equal to 1 is the base case. That means if this will not be there, then it will really reach its limit. Okay, like let me show you something. let me just remove, or maybe just, and let me just run this. Maximum recursion depth exceeded. This was in the base case which I have given, that if it is 1, then stop then and there. But see, it was just going on and on and on and on. So it actually repeated it 9, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 1000 times, and then it says that recursion error, maximum recursion depth exceeded. Okay, so there, like if the base case is not given properly or something is missing, it's hard to debug recursive function, right? That's what I wanted to convey with this. But it is really helpful when you are working with very long stuff. Okay, so that's it about recursion. You can try a few different logics on this, different codes, different coding problems. Definitely it will be really helpful. So let's meet in the next video where we will be talking about object-oriented programming. Actually, it will be the next module. So that's it for this video. Keep practicing. If you're facing issues, do let me know in the comment. I'll definitely reply you back. So have a good day. Bye.